Hello dear students, we are going for double integration today. Going for double integration, let us first see what integral y dx indicates. Integral y dx, y is equal to f of x, some function of x. So y equal to f of x is any curve and its area below y equal to f of x between the lines x equal to a and x equal to b and the x-axis. So this integral y dx or integral a to b f of x dx, it indicates area under the curve y equal to f of x between the lines x equal to a and x equal to b and x-axis. Similarly, integral c to d f of y dy, it is area between the curve x is equal to f of y, the lines y equal to c to y equal to d and y-axis. Okay. Now let us see what is double integral. For double integral, let us consider a function f of x comma y of independent variables x and y defined at each point in the finite region R of xy plane. We are then dividing the region R into elementary areas. Let us say delta A1, delta A2, delta A3, delta AN, small areas. Let xr, yr be any point within the rth elementary area delta AR. Now consider the sum f of x1 y1 delta a1 plus f of x2 y2 delta y2 and so on up to f of x and yn delta an. That is summation r from 1 to n f of xr comma yr delta ar. The limit of this sum, if it exists, as the number of sub-interval increases indefinitely, the area of each subdivision decreases to 0 and is defined as double integral of f of x comma y over the region R, and it is written as double integral over R f of x comma y dA. So now this is double integral. Let us now see how to evaluate a double integral. For evaluation of double integral, our double integral over region R f of xy dA can be written as integral x1 to x2, integral y1 to y2 f of xy dx dy. Now first case, when y1 and y2 are functions of x and x1 and x2 are constants. Now y1 and y2 are functions of x. That means these are the limits of y. If they are functions of x, they are limits of y. Therefore, we will first integrate f of x comma y with respect to y, keeping x constant within the limits y1 to y2. Within the limits y1 to y2 f of xy dy. Then the resulting expression is integrated with respect to x within the limits x1 to x2 because your x1 and x2 are constants. So here the integration is carried from inner bracket to outer bracket. Inner bracket first will be integrated, then outer bracket will be integrated. Similarly, now when x1 and x2 are functions of y and y1 and y2 are constants. Now x1 and x2 are functions of y. That means these are limits of x. So limits of x are varying. Hence we'll first integrate with respect to x and then with respect to y. So we are integrating f of xy first with respect to x and then with respect to y within the limits y1 to y2. Here also integration is carried from inner to outer bracket. Alright. Now suppose if a question is given integral 0 to 1 integral x square to x, xy, fx plus y. Now, here let us see the limits. These are the limits x square to x. These are functions of x. That means these are limits of y. So whenever we are going to start integrating this question, we will have to go for integral x square to x, xy, x plus y. These are limits of y. So we'll write y first and then x. Right? In next video, we'll see how to evaluate multiple integrals.